What's going on, guys? I got another battle for Mulvone's tournament. This is round 4. I'm in round 6 right now. I'm only joining this tournament just to get some battles to upload with. I don't really care about the quote-unquote prize, but yeah, I just need some battles to upload. So yeah. Looking at team preview, he's using some sort of hail team with Kieran B. Fuck Kieran B. That's all I gotta say. Metagross, I don't think that should be a problem. I got 4 things that kind of handle it. 5 if you want to count Salamence. Gliscor shouldn't be a problem. I got 2 things for it. Haxorus, it could be annoying as DD because, you know, it's just a threat. Tentacruel shouldn't be annoying as long as I take it out as quickly as I could, so it doesn't just sit there and spin shit. Excuse me. And yeah, this battle shouldn't be too difficult on paper. So yeah, I'm gonna lead off with my Heatran. Just, you know, I don't know his skill level. I don't know if he'll straight up lead off with a Momo Snow, so kind of have to assume something. So I'm just gonna lead off with my Heatran. If he does lead off with that Haxorus, I can just switch out. Maybe he's gonna force him to go for the Dragon Dance or something. So he's actually gonna hit me with an Earthquake. I didn't want to protect on the off chance he goes for Dragon Dance. He actually gets a crit first turn, so I was like, hell yes, this battle is gonna be wonderful. And looking at that damage from the crit, I know it's Dragon Dance or Scarf. So I'm gonna start my first layer spikes. You know, just to kind of force that Tentacruel in, since there is Hazard presence there. So that's kind of my plan, just to force the catch the Tentacruel in on the switch, because I have to always be wary that it's always going to be there. So I kind of predicted his HP Fire or Scout out for it, so I went out to Powdon. It's kind of an odd choice, I know, but he would have generally hit me with Earthquake or Power Fire. So he switches out his Gliscor, which is completely fine with me. I can set up my rocks now, and he actually turns out to be Stealth Rocking Gliscor, so I'm like, oh, okay. I don't really have to worry about it. He reveals Ice Wing right there, and he stays in. I go for the Earthquake trying to catch that Tentacruel, because I don't know why he would actually switch out his Tentacruel, but I was just like, you know what, you're gonna try to catch me slipping. I'm gonna go with the Earthquake again. He switches out to the Tentacruel on my Hippowdon, expecting probably a Roar or Ice Fang, and I got the spinner off turn 4-5, so that's awesome. I guess he like expected me to expect the Tentacruel, and I guess he was gonna expect me to do a different move or something. I don't know why, because I could just psych off the damage if he decided to stay in again, but he tried to catch me slipping, got smashed. The spinner's out of the way, has a fuck of his team, and yeah, I was happy about that, because usually people like that, they realize their mistake right then and there, and then they try to switch it up. Oh, okay, I should have made that turn, that move the first turn, but now I'm gonna make it this turn, and I'm gonna fuck you up now. But no, I fucked you up. Okay, I need to calm down. He's gonna switch out his Haxorus as I switch out to my Heatran on his Blizzard. I'm gonna hit him up with a Lava Plume. It should do a decent amount, considering Haxorus doesn't have it's not very bulky. So yeah, it's around half now. His threat's looking out of place. I go to the Protect. He's gonna actually hit up an Outrage. Looking at that, I know he is Choice Scarf. I'm like 85% sure during this battle. I can't always. He'll catch me slipping. I'll fuck up and lose somehow, because I expected that thing to be Scarf. He'll be DD. So I go for the Earth Power, expecting him to switch to something not Gliscor. Usually I don't see people that switch into Gliscor on a Heatran, because it's kind of weird, because I'm heavily specially attack. You know, I don't expect a Gliscor to come fuck up and switch in on a Heatran. So I don't know. So I'm gonna go to Rotom. If he predicts my Rotom with Ice Fang, don't you think he should switch out to something else that can handle it better? Because Gliscor can't handle Rotom for shit, especially with Ice Fang. I see that all the time. If you expect the Rotom, expect the Rotom. Don't just go for Ice Fang. That's just my another pet peeve of mine. Just do that. He's gonna actually switch out to his Kieran B. No Gliscor on Earth stays in a Rotom unless they're Acrobatics or Toxic. So I'm gonna hit him with the Volk Switch. Text message. He went out to the Kieran, like I said. He's about half health now, so he's not that big of a threat. I saw my Sandstorm. I was like, alright. I don't expect this thing to be mixed. I expect it to be like Bandit. He goes for Blizzard. Oh, he's not gonna hit. Fuck the fuck? He hits? I was just like, oh my god. That is just like, if that was me, I would have been missed that shit. Every time when I see inaccurate moves hit, it just makes me cringe. I know it's not their problem, but yeah, it's mine. I'm gonna hit him with an Earthquake, because if he would have died from hazards either way, but now that I have the +1 boost, I kind of want to force that Gliscor in. I was like, this close to clicking Earthquake again. I was like, you know what, fuck it. I don't need to like overpredict or anything. And it turns out I actually stayed in. I went to my Mungus. If on the off chance he did predict my switch or whatever, I have like a pivot switch to, you know, see what he's gonna switch out to. And he actually goes for Ice Fang. It's gonna do a lot. So I kind of expected him to go to Ice Fang again, just because how he's playing. And even if it goes very nicely. But he gets another crit on my Fortress. So I'm like, alright, cool, dude. Now I can't even spin. And that spin could potentially, you know, affect the match later on, as you'll see. I go out to my Rotom just to force him out. I think I should have. No, I didn't want. No, at this point, Hydro Pump can KO or 2-hit KO anything left on his team beside Gliscor. So I went for that. He actually goes to a Bomb Snow, which was kind of a bad move because it's gonna get KO'd by a Hydro Pump when it could have just switched in later on turn and get switched on a better Pokemon to match up with it and get the Hail up. But he kind of just wasted it. He's going to go to his Haxorus now. I'm not too worried about it. I'm just going to go out to my Moongits because this is my most expendable Pokemon at the moment because it can't do anything to Gliscor. And there's one other Pokemon's Metagross. He's not going to stay in with his Metagross on my Moongits because he does have the Gliscor to block my Spore. But looking at this EQ damage 2 KO, and I'm getting Giga range where I'll live Hail and I can regenerate her and use it as Death Fodder later. But he scores the third crit of the game. So I was just like, alright, cool, dude. This is just great. That could matter later on, but we'll see. Yeah. I'm going to hit him up with the Will-O-Wisp now, because I know if I go for the... I don't know what kind of Metagross he is yet, so I just kind of want to see what's up. He's going for the Hammer. I'm looking at that damage. That is banded because it does like 25% or so? Something like that? Yeah, I don't want to go for the Pain Split because looking at that range of HP, it'll bring me up to like half, and then he'll arm me to the same amount of damage as last time. So I didn't really want to do that because if he down to a lower HP than I already was, I want to be at the highest HP I could be at, and I didn't know the Pain Split calcs. I didn't want to fuck with that shit. So I'm just gonna keep as much HP as I can because I can live Rocks plus the Ice damage plus the Ice Fang and Hail in case he flinches. So I need that HP because Rotom can win me the game right now. Because looking at what's going on now, it's not gonna be too good. I'm hitting him with an average, predicting even if he stays in and it doesn't kill, it will still kill, or the burn will kill him. So yeah, and looking at how much HP that Metagross has left, he can live another Rocks and Spikes damage. So it's gonna be kind of like iffy right now because I kind of have to let my Ments die because I don't have a free switch into Rotom in case he like fucks up and gets their Ice Fang or something. But he actually switches out to his Metagross right here. I was like, what? He could have potentially won by Death-Firing that Metagross later, as you'll see in a second. So he Death-Fires Metagross for no apparent reason as I died to my own confusion. I switch out to my last Pokemon, I believe my lucky one, and he switches out to his last Pokemon, Gliscor. So Rocks damage, look at that, Ice Fang. If he switched out to his Metagross right there, and I wanted a Pain Split, I wanted a Pain Split it if he had his Metagross left. I would have just Hydro Pumped and then outsped his Metagross one for the Volt Switch for the win. But he switched out to his Metagross. Either way, it could have affected where he could have won, but he fucked up and went to his Metagross's Death Fodder or something. But I like got through the Ice Fang hacks or whatever, the flinch, whatever, and I Pain Split it and I didn't miss a Hydro Pump. So everything was all good. And yeah, that was a good game, I guess. Yeah, I guess it's GG. And yeah, so round 5 I'm not going to upload it because I played Edgar, D-Block Stardust, and he had to go, so he gave me the win halfway through the match. So I'm going to upload my match against Hydreigon Master. Joey's going to narrate it because I didn't want to narrate that stuff. It was just all sorts of bad. But yeah. I had something to say, but yeah, I'm just gonna go on and say it. I can upload like Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, GameCube, all those types of games, and just like upload game stuff, walkthrough, whatever you want to call it. I'm not calling it LP because LPs are gay, but yeah, I can do any of those. I kind of have an idea of Super Nintendo games like the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. That game is fucking awesome. And it's only like 7 stages. It's like a quick 30-minute game. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time. Mega Man X, Mega Man X2, Mega Man X3, Donkey Kong Country. What else? Aladdin, The Lion King. There's a bunch of games, but yeah, if you want to see those consoles or whatever in games, just comment down below what console you want me to play and what game you want me to play. Like, suggest a game, and yeah, later.